My power, any power I have, is in the Lord. Not by might, not by power, but by my Spirit, saith the Lord. Do we believe that? Are you a believer? If you're not a believer, you can become a believer in what Jesus did at the cross of Calvary and be saved and walk in victory. But there's so many people today, saved or even natural man, unsaved, who are not following freedom, not living in freedom, not experiencing joy and peace and love and long-suffering and patience and living an abundant life, because they're not walking in victory, because they don't know how to get to the road to victory. And the things of this life have come in and have put a stranglehold on their spirit. Suppose you cleaned your car and you washed it and you scrubbed it and you rinsed it and you waxed it, and that baby shines. Woo! Not a scratch on it. But something wrong with the battery. Somebody took it out, it's not connected, whatever the issue is. If the battery's taken out, it's kind of like a person who's a natural man who doesn't have the Spirit. There's no hope there. Then there's the dead battery. And then there's the battery that has a poor connection. And that poor connection is because you're not plugged into the right thing. And what does it cause? No power. No power. If you have no power, you cannot start the car. You have to have the energy from the battery to start the car. And that is the source of power. If you do not have that power, how are you going to start your vehicle? How will you drive down the road of victory if you have no connection to the source of the power? Hello? So we think we can push our car to get it started. Most of them today, that doesn't work. Years ago, you could do that. But we resort to more turning of the ignition. If we turn it more times, will that make a difference? If we jumping down, up and down on the seat, if we get out of the car and jump on the roof and say, I believe this car is going to start, I confess this car will start. But the connection is never looked at. It's not going to change. Until you're connected to the source of power, there will be no change. When you get connected to the source of power, there's going to be change. It's going to be change.